Dragon1 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Retro City Rampage. For those of you who don't know what this is a retro-styled GTA type game, which is pretty awesome. But the developer of the game actually managed to get a version of this game running on the NES, and even on DOS and Windows 3.1. And he actually included the DOS and Windows 3.1 versions within any purchased version of the full PC release. And it doesn't matter if you got it on GOG, Steam, whatever, you'll have those files. So, and this is something you could probably do too. I know LGR did a video on this about playing Retro City Rampage on DOS, and that's pretty cool. But we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be installing Retro City Rampage, or at least playing Retro City Rampage. There's not really any installing that needs to happen, but on hopefully Mac OS 9. Now, how are we going to do that? I'm not quite sure if we can yet. I haven't actually tried it yet. We're going to see if we can actually make that happen. So without further ado, let's get started. Well, the first thing you're probably thinking is, well, how the hell are we really going to do that? I mean, come on. I mean, I know you can install it on a lot of things, but Mac OS 9, a classic Mac OS, not Mac OS 10, where you get something like Parallels or something, we're going to be using something called SoftWindows, Insignia SoftWindows for Mac, and it was for classic Mac OS. And supposedly, it can run Windows either 3.1 or Windows 95. I'm not quite sure. We're going to find out right now, and we're going to see if we can actually run Retro City Rampage in it. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to take the computer of choice for today will be the Power Macintosh G3 Blue and White. Now, under most circumstances, for this kind of video, I'd probably make this a capture card video, where everything would just be recorded with software. We wouldn't have any actual cameras and stuff pointed at things. Although this camera is, good enough to show off what's happening and is most of the time pretty stable. We're going to be doing this just because I want to mix it up a little bit. The mic quality for my headset is really not that good. So, although it is consistent and it has really, really good noise canceling, sometimes I just want to switch back to this. Although there is the background hiss, which I keep forgetting to cancel out in post. So just wanted to take a second to talk about that. This is one of those rare machines which has both Apple desktop bus connectors and USB. I kind of still want to use an Apple desktop bus keyboard, but we can actually use USB keyboard and mouse. Why we would use this one, I don't know. This is like kind of hideous. But we'll try it with USB just because we've had some input problems with the Apple desktop bus keyboard. Some of you may recall me playing Quake and holding the sprint button while clicking, and then it didn't actually shoot. And then I missed the part where you actually can turn on auto run, which is a no-brainer, because that's like in every frickin' ID game, the ability to turn on auto run, except for Rage. Usually in most first-person shooters, there's the walk, which nobody uses. There's run, which is normal speed, and there's sprint, which is more than normal speed. Okay, we're really getting off track here. The game we're going to be talking about has nothing to do with first-person anything. There we go. Hopefully it detects the monitor, because... So yeah, I remember now. This Power Mac G3 is a big baby. What I have to do is actually remove the power cable for, I don't know, 10 or so seconds. I believe it's the SMC reset for these. You gotta keep this unplugged. And, well, I mean, this worked last time, so I mean, it's got to be, we're doing something, whether or not it's SMC, I have no idea. So you wait a little bit, trying to think about how that kind of looks like a face. And plug it back in. and then you don't do anything for, oh god, for a little while, and then it will start working again, hopefully. So, you know, we might wait a while. Well, time for more Retro City Rampage video crap. Alright, that'll do for a nice little break. Let's try this again. Well, where SMC fails, PRAM prevails, right? I need another keyboard. What the hell is going on? I don't know. It's broken! So we've got no video at startup, and pressing this button causes it to be turned off instantaneously. So remember in a previous video how I said that the video card was bad and I replaced the video card? Could it be that video card again? I don't know. But I just so happen to have an ATI Rage 128. Another one! A third one! Except this one has some weird VRAM expansion. So this could be potentially an even beefier card than the one that's in there right now. So if the video card is a problem, which, you know, I kind of doubt that it is, but we can at least give this a shot and see what happens. Other than the fact that everything looks pretty damn dusty in there, everything looks fine. For those of you who are wondering back in the G3 video whether or not the contacts on the bottom of this PCB were touching the metal on the bottom of the case, well, it definitely is not anymore. I have taped a piece of cardboard to the bottom of it so that it should be fine. So I'm just going to put that back there and leave it. So this is our ATI Rage 128, and this is our ATI Rage 128. We'll take this guy out, replace it with that one, and then just pray, because I really have no idea how else this is going to work. So we won't, so what I'm thinking is we won't run into any driver issues just because, you know, it's the same card. Oh god, that was a horrible sound. Okay, so as you can see, difference here. This is the actual GPU there. The actual GPU there has a heatsink on it, so it's like this is almost like it's running at a higher clock rate or something. I have no idea. So it's got sort of that riser card going on. As you can see, it plugs into the pins up here. So I'm out of ideas. This is the last idea I got. And then I'm spent. What do I do with the screw? Oh crap. Got a good feeling about this. Okay, so I can understand if the USB keyboard didn't want to do anything to zap the PRAM, NVRAM, whatever the hell you want to call it. So we'll use an Apple Desktop Bus keyboard. Oh my god, we're gonna have some problems. Now this should do it. It's not doing it. It is a bad logic board. Okay, so instead of trying to diagnose whatever the hell's going on with that, I'm just going to leave it unplugged for a little while. Then plug it in for even longer, and then see if it'll do something. But until then, why don't we just get going on the rest of the original video we said we were going to do, which is to play Retro City Rampage on Mac OS 9. So we're going to get our other machine that has conveniently Mac OS 9, so we don't have to reinstall Mac OS 9. So this is the Power Macintosh G4 instead of the G3, and it's the star of a multi-part series on my channel, which I really have neglected as of late, simply because there's nothing else to do with it. Well, now you're getting your Power Macintosh G4 video once more, because I'm going to have to power this thing up in order for us to make the video. And besides, if we're going to be running emulation, we're going to need a little bit more horsepower than this guy can give us anyway, so let's go ahead and do it. And remember, this bad boy likes DVI, so we're going to hook it up this way instead. Alright, so let's see if this guy will work. And no, this doesn't have an SSD in it yet. Oh, thank God. So we're going to have to change our startup disk. As you can see, we're starting up the Tiger right now. So we'll switch over to macOS 9 right now. Okay, so full disclosure, I'm going into this whole experiment blind, but I'm sure you probably already knew that. I have no idea whether or not this will work, but I have here SoftWindows for Mac. So, I'll open the drive here. Open the drive. There it goes. Alright. So, just an update for those of you who didn't see the other videos. This computer has 1 gig of RAM. And right now it's running macOS 9.1, even though there's 9.2 available. I don't know why I didn't update that, but whatever. So this is SoftWindows here. We've got SoftWindows installer and then just installer. I don't really know what the difference is, so I'll just click on SoftWindows installer. There we are, SoftWindows 95 for Power Macintosh. Okay. Click to install and load version of 1.0 of SoftWindows 95, PowerBook Utilities, Windows 95 hard disk expander, and other software. Do custom install. We want everything. Windows 95 data file. Yeah, give me that. If this contains a copy of Windows 95, then holy whoa! What is all this? Probably don't need all that, but we definitely want those things. Good. Alrighty, getting right down into it here. It apparently came bundled with Windows 95, so this is the bundled version. So apparently money's going to Microsoft at some point. So excellent technical support, prompt upgrade. Okay. Oh Lord. Whoa, look at all this. Holy crap. Soft Windows 95 Delta cache size, fastest. PC extended memory, Windows Optimum. Okay, we're giving it 15 megs of memory. Windows desktop size. Let's make it a medium window. Soft Windows 95 uses 25 megabytes of RAM, and we have a lot of RAM available. Personalize your copy of Soft Windows. Time limited demonstration. Well, we don't want to do that, so where the hell is my product key? Okay. Alright, so we're done with that. So I guess we can just go ahead and run it. This is like the easiest to install emulator ever. Registration, HD data, blah 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 blah, Soft Windows 95. Okay, let's do that. I guess you can't run it unless you have a product key. He knows I'm up to something. Let's see if the Windows 95 key works. Well, it's not the Windows 95 key. Oh, I'm a dumbass. The serial number is actually the file name of the ISO I burned, so let's go ahead and use that. Now apparently this is version 1.0 of Soft Windows. There's also a 2.0. I don't know if we'll get into that. Oh my god, you had to put the company name in? That's why it wouldn't go? Oh my god. Turn your modem on. Cancel. Yeah, we want to okay, registering. Okay. It didn't do anything because it's not good. Oh god! Look at that! Holy piss! What is happening? Holy crap, this is awesome. Whoa! Whoa! That was the easiest to set up emulator I've ever used. Remember I made a freaking 1-hour video trying to install Windows 95 and I just made it work in like 2 seconds. What in the world is happening? Oh my god. Alright, so this is soft Windows 95. As you can see, the cursor will change into a white cursor once it goes in here. So I'm assuming that this is just a fully fledged version of Windows 95. Not on an SSD, sorry. But we got paint. We got frickin' paint, man. Aw, yeah. Okay, well. Whoa! Stopped my heart for a second. Damn. Even has the sound working perfectly. So the question is, how do we get files to and from... Oh, this is just the Finder coming up here. How do we get files to and from the virtual machine? Can't drag and drop it. Can't do anything. So how do we get files in? Well, I have no idea. There's a lot of different settings on here. There's a little feature here called Mac/PC shared folders, and you can choose what folder you want to use for whatever. I don't know what these other drives are. Oh, those are just the... Oh, you're just selecting it. I'm getting the two operating systems mixed up. So let's make it a folder on the desktop. Are you serious? God, what is wrong with that speaker? It sounds terrible. Let's see here. Probably would need to turn it down. Why can't I create a new folder? Let's cancel and create a new folder my damn self. And we'll call it Transfer. Okay. So now we'll link the shared folders again. Transfer. Use transfer as E. So there's our E drive right there. So anything we put in there, like I think we have some music actually on the computer. Let me open iTunes real quick. Okay, yeah, I definitely do. So we got Brazil here. And this is in probably AAC format, which so it's totally unplayable. I'm going to go into iTunes preferences right here. Go to the importing tab, and we're gonna. Oh, it probably was set to the MP3 encoder. We're gonna set it to the WAV encoder. Configuration. This really doesn't matter too much. And then we want to control click on this guy, or at least maybe it's a menu item command. We want to go up here, convert to WAV, and it gives us a choose object dialog, which makes 0 sense. Or maybe I literally have to go search for the file to convert to WAV that's somewhere on my hard disk. Are you serious? Oh my god. Here we go. Choose. Converting song. Okay. They're converting Brazil to WAV from MP3. So we're up converting it. It sounds like crap because the speaker sucks. Let me see if I can fix that for you. That's a little better. Okay, so what we want to do now is, since this is our WAV version, I believe. Oh god, no, that's deafening. Yep, that's our WAV version. So let me see if it'll just let me click and drag it. And with a little bit of ear rape, it's copying the file. Alright. So we have now transferred the... Good god, that's loud. Came at a price. Better audio came at a price. Maybe I'll just turn down... Where's the control strip? I have to turn this down manually. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so this is our transfer folder. It has our Brazil. Switch back over to Windows 95. Go into the soft Windows folder, and oh look, there's Brazil. Can Windows 95 play it back? some trouble, maybe. It's WAV, so it should work. The file may need to get copied to the root of the drive first. Let's try that. That either means it worked or it didn't work. Oh god! There's not enough free disk space. How big is this? Oh no, what have I done? I think I locked it up. Ah, crap. Let's actually find out how big that file is, because it's probably huge. It is 28 megabytes, so that's not really that bad. But this says crash. Let's try Control-Alt-Delete, which I don't know if we can even do that. There's a thing called Reset to Windows 95, so let's go ahead and reset it. It'll reboot. SoftWindows. Fastest boot of Windows 95 ever. Probably faster than the SSD one I just did. Even though this is emulated on macOS 9 with the G4 with a mechanical drive, it's still going to boot faster without safe mode. I tell you, I'm done with SSDs, man. This is ridiculous how fast this is. Oh, on Windows 95, did you know you can do things? Alright. Let's try it again. So we got transfer. There's our Brazil. So we got G here. I don't know what this is. Can't right click for whatever reason. Created unknown. Modified. Even shows that it's 2016, which is cool. I can't copy it into this because this has 50 megabytes of free space. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's try and transfer it in there. Apparently it's already in there. That's 0 bytes though. Shift delete. Yep, okay. Let's copy Brazil. Oh, now it's copying. Oh, before it didn't want to. Okay. So this will only give us a couple megs left, like that. So at least this way it won't be playing out of the shared folder, and now it just should be its local folder. There is not enough free memory available to load Brazil. Oh, that makes sense because there's only like 16 megabytes of RAM. So luckily we can actually change that somehow. So now that we have the Brazil file moved over, let's go ahead and shut this down. So now, I haven't forgot about Retro City Rampage. We're still going to do that, but we got to make sure we can transfer files successfully, or we're kind of dead in the water. So let's go ahead and shut this down. Maybe I actually need to do it while it's running. Oh, there's a menu item right here. Okay, PC extended memory size. That's literally all you can give me. Size of the PC extended memory is limited by the amount of Macintosh memory available to SoftWindows. To raise the limit, you must increase SoftWindows' preferred memory size. Oh, duh. Yeah, some people talked to me about this before, and how I could have gotten what was it? That space game to work on the Performa, but it didn't work because I didn't do this. Get info memory. Suggested size, minimum preferred size. Memory requirements. Okay, well, how the hell do we change it? This application may require less memory. Moving on the hard drive. Probably can't do anything with it because this is running right now, so I'll shut it down again. Okay, now they're instantaneously changeable. So we want to set the minimum size to the preferred size. Let's give it 100. No, 100 is maybe a little bit too much. Let's get it 64. 64 megs. Launch this again. I don't care about registration. Jeez, this won't leave me alone. Alright, let's try it again. How high can we set this? Close enough. No, it wants to go into safe mode because it crashed. Oh well. No, we won't let it do that. Oh, SoftWindows now includes Turbo Start, the Windows 95 launch accelerator that lets you boot faster. To activate, just I'm assuming that's already enabled. If not, holy crap, it's going to be even faster. I gotta try using this on like one of those like System 7 computers or something, because holy crap, that would be bomb. Alright, so this software pretty much makes it so that in the mid-90s, you pretty much could just get a Mac and you had the best of both worlds. This is like parallels from the 90s. That's literally what it is. It's that good. I don't believe this actually works this well. Okay, so now we're going to go into our power drive here. I'm going to find Brazil again. Let's double check to make sure what the size is. It's 28 megs. Alright, let's see if we can play it back. Got enough RAM now. And there you go. Playing it back. Cool. There's some popping going on. I don't know where that's coming from, but... Didn't pick up the mouse. Yep, 56 megs of RAM. So the good thing about this being in Sound Recorder is that we can, oh. I can't decrease speed unless I get even more memory? Well, wait a minute, how much memory is in use? System resources, 92% free. It must have loaded the entire file into memory. Well, at least it can play it back. I'm really impressed with that. Well, you can reverse it. And that's that. So Windows 95, we can transfer things into it. We don't want to save it. Let's go ahead and delete Brazil, because we need that space. We can expand the space, but you know. So I just want to install everything into this Windows 95 now, because it runs as good as I could really hope it to run. This is like probably the best Windows 95 installation I have right now. This just, everything works. Except for right click. That's the big one. It's kind of sad. Well, of course, you don't have to right click on the desktop. We can just go right to display, and we can do things. 256 color. Yeah, there's just no way. There's no way. I can increase the resolution. Wouldn't want to, but were there gradients? No, no gradients on Windows 95. Okay. Alright, so that leaves only one thing. And that's Retro City Rampage. So, the actual Retro City Rampage is kind of big for Windows 95. There's two versions of it for older systems. There's MS-DOS and there's Windows 3.1, which is sort of a prototype experimental one. I'll go ahead and throw those on there, and we'll see how they run. Okay, so I got the transfer drive here, as formatted in the Power Macintosh 7500 video, with Retro City Rampage on. So let's go ahead and plug this in to our crazy-ass USB 2.0 PCI card here that we installed in probably episode 3 of the Power Macintosh Adventures. There's our transfer. There's a bunch of bullshit in here, but what we want is this RCR folder here. It's our Retro City Rampage. Throw that in the transfer folder. It'll take 9 weeks to copy over because it's only like 2 megabytes. And for some reason my disk drive opened. So I think it's because I sat on the eject button. So it's done copying. Now, this is the DOS and Windows 3.1 version of Retro City Rampage. So obviously you'd probably say, well, why don't you just play this on the Ultimate DOS machine, or why don't you install Windows 3.1 on SoftWindows right here? I could do any of those things, but what I really wanted to do was to just see if this will work first before we really get in depth to some of those other things. So we'll just go ahead and try this out first and go from there. because something tells me there'll be a lot more soft Windows videos in the future at some point. Okay, so where are we? Transfer. There's our RCR. Let's copy it to C so it doesn't freak out like it did before. Now it's copying all the Retro City Rampage files. Okay. So this is the Windows 3.1 files. Of course, anything on Windows 3.1 will work on Windows 95. So, holy crap. It's working! Okay, Retro City Rampage 486. That's Enter key. Alright, so as you can see, this looks pretty similar to what I was doing before. New game. No, we don't. Let's not do story mode. Let's just do free roaming mode. And apparently there is a full story mode in this, and this is only like a megabyte. You can even unlock some characters too, which is just unbelievable. So this is Retro City Rampage in soft Windows on Windows 95, and I got an achievement. That's pretty cool. It does look like it's kind of chugging a little bit here. And the other thing, reason why I wouldn't run this on the Ultra DOS machine, which has a copy of Windows 3.1 on that, is that is actually a Pentium 3, which is, you know, I should probably rebuild that computer if I can find a board that has more PCI and ISA slots. But it's going to tell me what the command is to, oh, enter. Okay, cool. Let's start driving. So I don't think this screen can be increased in size in any way whatsoever, but it looks like it's working pretty good here. This is pretty much how I expected it to run. It's probably better. I didn't know soft Windows was actually this efficient and this quick. It could just run stuff willy-nilly. So the Windows 3.1 version works on Windows 95. So excellent. Mission accomplished. So let's go ahead and get out of this. And so since Windows 9X is DOS based, we should be able to just go ahead and close exit this. Go back a few levels. Go to DOS. As you can see, it also has a bunch of files in here. And so here is the Retro City Rampage DOS executable. And it has now... Oh god. What happened? Oh. Something went wrong. Well, I'm getting half of the game. Well, it works. It works, it's just we're seeing half of it. So the thing about the DOS version is it uses strictly the PC speaker. And, which is cool because we know that soft Windows is picking up on that and just pushing this PC speaker right on through, no matter how much it hurts. So I think, but the resolution stuff, let's go ahead and hit Alt-Enter here to see what it does. Maybe just be able to play this in a DOS box here. It's going to be really crappy performance, but it's going to be at least a little bit bigger so you can friggin' see it. The other one was microscopic. Something tells me this is going to run a little bit slower because now we're in a DOS box. At least we can see everything that's happening. So a little bit of lag, you know, expected. So we'll exit the game. Exit the game. And let's see if we can restart the computer in MS-DOS mode. And if it'll let us. So start, shut down, restart the computer in MS-DOS mode. Yep, everybody loves that feature. Let's see if it'll agree with us more. Or maybe it'll hate us now. I don't know. Something has gone wrong. Whoa! CD-ROM device driver not working. Okay. So the whole thing just sort of froze up on me. So that's... I'm just going to do a normal restart. I like how it brings up all the old windows again. And then just start pressing F8 when it's starting up. Okay. Safe mode, command prompt only. Okay, command prompt. CD. Caps lock is permanently on. CD RCR, CD DOS, RCR. Retro City Rampage 46 loading. Oh, cool. So this is just an over-glorified version of DOSBox for... No, it's still pretty slow. It does not like DOS. No, this is slower than the DOSBox. Oh god. Oh, that was the jump noise? Oh god, it's pretty slow. Oh lord. Oh, come on, I got him. I gotta get me a ride. Sometime. Yeah, I could have always installed DOS off Windows 95. It's just an x86 emulator is all it is. This version just already had Windows 95 pre-installed so people wouldn't have to worry about it. And by golly, how well did it work? Damn. Let's see if I can jack this cop without him hitting me. Oh crap. It'll take me like a week to get back over there. Got off his motorcycle. Big mistake. Oh! So this runs a lot better on not this. If I were to actually play this on the Ultimate DOS Machine, it would do just fine, but... Or, you know, DOSBox. I don't think there is a version of DOSBox for macOS 9. macOS 10, definitely, but not macOS 9. This is as close as you could probably get to DOSBox on macOS 9 that I know of. I'm sure there's other emulators or stuff for macOS 9, but I don't know. Okay, so let's go back into Windows. Ow, ow. Oh, God, that sounds horrible. Why, PC speaker? Why do you have to suck so much? Oh, crap. Does Control-Delete really work? Oh my god, it does! Choose Quit in the SoftWorks file menu when exiting SoftWindows. Quit. Ah, selecting Turbo Start quits SoftWindows and automatically activates Turbo Start for your next session. Quit X's SoftWindows without
Selecting Turbo Start quits SoftWindows and automatically activates Turbo Start for your next session. Quit exits SoftWindows without activating Turbo Start. Cancel returns to Windows 95.
Thanks. Thanks for reading that for me. Turbo start, okay, I don't know what this does, but it might just start up Windows 95 faster. It's probably just makes a save state of Windows and just reloads it. Dumps a file on the desktop the size of the RAM. Or it just won't do anything at all, which is also a possibility. That looks horrible. Oh! Converting clipboard. Whoa, what's it doing? Windows 95 session is too active to be able to save TurboStart data. The TurboStart data has not been saved! No! Alright, so you basically get the idea. Windows 95 works. I absolutely adore this software. I think I'm in love. You can add hard disks, you can add floppy disks. I don't know if you can add floppy disk images. Well, this isn't really too much of a soft Windows 95 video as much as it is Retro City Rampage playing it in it. And it turns out it wasn't too enjoyable just because it's pretty slow. Good thing we loaded it up with all that extra RAM. Looks like we'll be needing it. So all I gotta say is I'm kind of sad there's no sound in the Windows 3.1 version. Because, man, we'd be having a lot of fun. So running several instances of the Windows version is equivalent to running at the performance of the DOS version. And you can think if you could do this with modern games. With all the games with multiple endings and multiple choices you can make, why not just run multiple games simultaneously? And you can make a different choice and have a different future for each one. So like in this one, I went down to this little plaza. Up here I walked up the street. Up here, it's probably stopping functioning because it's lagging horribly. Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to jump. It'll let me jump. I'm jumping. Okay. So, I mean, you can have any experience you want simultaneously. So these games say that having multiple choices, you can just do all the choices at the same time. It's a real revolutionary way of thinking of things. However, the amount of CPU processor required for doing that is going to be incredible. So you better start building your rig for 20 years from now and hope it holds up for the next generation of gaming. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We can, of course, in the future do more stuff with SoftWindows. I love it a lot, and it's delicious, so I'm going to be doing some more stuff with it. See what we can and cannot install into it. And maybe we can even get stuff like Lego Rock Raiders working in it or some crazy shit like that. So, but until then, I will see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.